Today we'll be speaking about the most important characters or character overviews from She Stoops to Conquer by Oliver Goldsmith. And before going to the character sketch, I just want to give you a brief introduction about the text in a very brief manner in a one-liner study material format. And I think this will help you for preparation for different competitive exams where English language and literature is an integral part. So, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe it, and if you like it, you can give a thumb. So let's proceed to the introduction and then proceed to the character sketch. First, Oliver Goldsmith was born in Ireland in about 1728. His date of birth is not clearly mentioned in text, hence he was born during 1728. He was born at Falles. It's a village in the county of Longford in Ireland. Goldsmith's life, Goldsmith's life and his works are intimately connected. His life and activities are closely related. Next, Goldsmith wrote seriously during 1758 and 60. During this period of time, his widely recognized works were created. His poems, he wrote many. He wrote some poems. One of them, "The Traveler." The next one is "The Deserted Village." It's very important and for examinations. Elegy on the Death of a Mad Dog. Now, come to his dramatic works. His drama. First, The Good Natured Man. It was published in 1768. His Stoops to Conquer was published in 1773. I told you already that his career as a literary stalwart started during the period of 1758 and 60, and only after this period of time, this period of time or during this period of time, most of his recognized works were created. We know that he has written a significant novel. The name of it, The Vicar of Wakefield. It was published in 1766. Now proceed to the subtitle of the play. We know that She Stoops to Conquer has a subtitle. It is The Mistakes of a Knight. We know very well from the beginning of the drama that the whole story rolls around the mistakes of a knight caused by Tony Lumpkin. So let's proceed. The prologue. What is a prologue? A prologue is just like an introduction. The prologue of She Stoops to Conquer was written by David Garrick. David Garrick, who was David Garrick? David Garrick was an actor and the theater manager. Now come to epilogue. Epilogue, just like prologue, epilogue is written at the very end of a drama, and it's just like the conclusion. The epilogue was actually written by Goldsmith himself, or Oliver Goldsmith wrote the epilogue for She Stoops to Conquer. The epilogue was modeled on the line of the melancholy jacks of Shakespeare's comedy As You Like It. Mind it. To come to plot, we know that She Stoops to Conquer's plot is very simple. And while speaking about plot, we must say that there is the presence of subplot, but the subplot is so integrally woven with the main plot that it's very hard to discuss it separately. So the plot of the play, simple and well knit, is made up of two episodes: Kate Marlowe love episode and a Hastings Neville love episode. The latter is very often treated as the subplot. So let's speak the subplot. The subplot of the drama She Stoops to Conquer consists of the love story of Miss Neville and George Hastings. But the subplot is so integrally woven with the main plot that it is very hard to discuss it separately from the main plot. Now, we can say that those who have already read the text, they can easily say that She Stoops to Conquer is undoubtedly an anti-sentimental comedy because it's a very strong specimen of anti-sentimentalism. She Stoops to Conquer is no doubt a specimen of anti-sentimental comedy. It displaces, eradicates shallow emotions and sentiments, and brings to the stage restricted wit and humor. Now come to character overview. I'm again telling you that I'm not giving the discussion on or analysis of characters. I'm just speaking, or I'm just folding the basic traits of the main characters involved. So first of all, Mr. Hart Castle. He is the father of heroine Kate Hardcastle. He is an old-fashioned country squire and despises, uh, strongly dislikes the ways of town or the town culture. He has a strong dislike for the culture of urban areas or urban culture. Next, he lives in an old fashioned mansion. We know that uh, Tony Lumpkin misguided Marlowe and Hastings to his mansion, uh, naming it to be the Buckhead's Inn. He is a person with fine sense of humor. He has a good sense of humor. He is a person with the traits of hospitality and friendliness. His uh, his hospitality is very praiseworthy. Is praiseworthy, and his friendliness. He is a friendly person, undoubtedly. Now come to Mrs. Hardcastle. Actually, Mr. Hardcastle is Mrs. Hardcastle's second husband. Mrs. Hardcastle is the matriarch of the Hardcastle family, or the lady head, women head. She is notable for her pronounced vanity. She coddles her son Tony and wants him to marry her niece Neville. Actually, Tony is her son by her ex-husband. Wants to get the possession of Neville's jewelry. This is why she is eagerly wants she eagerly wants her son to marry her niece Neville so that she can get the jewels or the ornaments easily. Now come to Sir Charles Marlowe, father of young Marlowe, friend of the Hart Castles. He is a respectable and aristocratic person. Now come to Marlowe, son of Sir Charles Marlowe and one of the major characters, apparently the hero of the play. He has strong, strange aspects in his character. What is it? Actually, he feels shy and bashfulness in the presence of high-born women, but quite easy and even reckless with ordinary women. Mistakes Hardcastle's house to be an inn, Mr. Hardcastle to be the innkeeper. Now come to Hastings. Who is Hastings? Young Marlowe's friend. Loves Constance Neville. He is willing to marry Neville even without her money, ornaments, or whatever she has in her possession. He is decent in nature. Now come to Tony Lumpkin, central figure of the drama. He moves or helps in the development of the story. Son of Mrs. Hart Castle by her ex-husband. Known for drinking and tomfoolery. Loves to play practical jokes. Mrs. Hardcastle wants him to marry Miss Neville, but he is all set against the idea because he is in love with bedbounds. He has a superficial disdain for everyone. Proves to be a good natured fellow. Helps in elopement of Hastings and Marlowe. And I have already told you that he loves bedbounds dearly and thinks she is one of the most beautiful women in the world. Now come to Constance Neville. Miss Neville in the play, a young charming girl. She is a young charming girl, and throughout the play, we know him as Miss Neville. She is an orphan and lives with her aunt, Mrs. Hardcastle. Her only inheritance is a set of jewels in the care of her aunt. Mrs. Hardcastle wishes Neville to marry Tony Lumpkin, but she is against the idea. She does not want to do so, as she is in love with George Hastings, with whom she loves. According to Tony, Neville has as many tricks as a hare in a thicket. She is tameless like a young mare on its first day of training. Her beauty is artificial because it is made up of cosmetics. Assesses her that she is not half so beautiful as Bedbounds, his beloved. Kate Hardcastle. Miss Hardcastle in the play, she is the main character of the play, the heroine of the play. He may be treated as the heroine of the play. Pretends to be a mermaid in order to judge Marlowe's character and wins his heart. She stoops to the hero of the play, young Marlowe, who becomes her husband later in the end of the drama. So this was today's presentation. I think this will give you a brief overview of the story She Stoops to Conquer, and if you got this brief introduction, this will help you to prepare for further study regarding She Stoops to Conquer. So thank you for watching the video, and this video, if this video is at least a minimum helpful for you, please don't forget to give a thumb, and if you are new to my channel, please subscribe it and stay with us.